Panchatantra, stories for kids.
The story of the lion, the camel, the jackal, and the crow. Once upon a time, in a lush green jungle, there lived a lion named Simba. He was the king of the jungle and ruled over all the other animals in the jungle. Wherever the lion went, he was always accompanied by two animals: a jackal, who was very cunning, and a crow, who was shrewd and very wicked. The two of them were very lazy and depended for food on the lion's leftovers after the hunt. And so, they would accompany him everywhere and advise him on different matters. One day, the King Simba was wandering in the jungle with his wicked attendants, the jackal and the crow. Suddenly, the lion spotted a camel grazing on the green grass at a distance. Curious about this new animal, the lion asked the crow,
"Crow, I have never seen such an animal before. What kind of an animal is that?"
The crow, who was well-traveled, identified the animal instantly and told,
"Mighty King, that animal is called a camel. They live in villages and their flesh is quite delicious. Let's take him down and have a feast."
The lion, considering the camel a guest, disagreed.
"No,
Said the lion firmly.
he's not from our jungle, so he deserves our hospitality as a guest. I won't harm him. Convey to him that he's safe and bring him to me."
As per the lion's directions, the animals promised the camel that he would be safe and accompanied him to the lion. Grateful, the camel bowed down to the king and said,
"Thank you for your assurance, O mighty king. I got separated from my caravan and ended up in the jungle of yours. I have no place to go."
The wise lion understood the camel's problems and said,
"Stay with us. In the jungle, you can enjoy abundant green grass and water without any fear."
And so, with those words, the camel began to live harmoniously amongst them. Several days passed, and one day the lion got severely wounded in a fight with a mad elephant. Unable to hunt, the lion lying in his cave couldn't get any food for days together and grew weaker. The jackal and the crow, being lazy and selfish, didn't get anything for the lion. One day, the starving and a very weak lion desperately instructed them,
"I am starving. Go and quickly find me an animal that I can hunt and prey upon easily."
Lazy by nature, the crow and the jackal did not go out looking for any prey, as asked by the king. The cunning jackal suggested to the crow,
"Hey, Crow, why wander when our food is right in front of us? The camel can give food to all of us for days."
The crow said,
"You're right, but the king promised to spare the camel's life, so maybe he won't agree to kill him."
But the jackal laughed and shared an evil plan with Crow. The crow happily agreed and said,
"That's a great evil plan, Jackal. That should work out."
Next, the jackal went to the lion's cave and proposed,
"Mighty King, we couldn't find any suitable prey. However, if you agree to feast on the camel, his flesh will sustain us all for days."
The lion, refusing to break his promise, argued against killing the camel. Without giving up, the jackal said,
"What if the camel willingly offered himself to be your food? Then it wouldn't be a sin."
The lion reluctantly said yes, but Jackal could see a hint of spark in his eyes. The jackal returned to the crow and camel and said deceptively,
"The king is dying of hunger, and there would be no one to protect us after him. To save him, I am going to offer myself as his food for all that he has done for us."
Deciding this, all three of them went to the lion's cave. At the cave, the jackal said,
"Oh, King, we have wandered everywhere, but unfortunately couldn't find any suitable prey, so eat me so that you can stay alive, and I'll go to heaven for this."
The lion shook his head sadly and rejected Jackal's offer. The crow spoke next.
"Mighty king, eat me, and I shall go to heaven for this."
The jackal immediately interjected and said,
"My friend Crow, your body is too small. Even if the king eats you, it won't keep him alive. Still, you have shown your loyalty to him."
The lion too shook his head sadly and turned down the crow's offer and said,
Crow, my friend, you have proved that you are truly loyal. But sadly, I cannot accept your offer too.
Everybody then started looking at the camel, expecting him to speak next. Unaware of the jackal's deceit, the camel thought to himself,
How beautifully these two have offered themselves to the king and impressed him. But the king has eaten neither of them, so I too shall take my turn and impress the king.
Assuming that his offer too would be rejected, the camel bowed before the lion and said,
"Mighty king, spare the others. Eat me, and I shall willingly become your meal to repay your kindness. My flesh will keep you and others full for many days."
Influenced by the jackal's deception, the lion immediately attacked and devoured the camel. The jackal and the crow too feasted on camel's remains for many, many days. So, the moral of the story is, do not keep the company of wicked and mean-minded people, nor be fooled by their sweet words, for they will always, sooner or later, do you harm.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon for more videos.